Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin. I'm a clinical aromatherapist here at Erin's Herbs. On this channel, I do weekly uploaded videos teaching you how to create your very own skincare products from the comfort of your own home. So whether or not you have never made skincare products or you have some experience, I hope that you will find this channel very informative. So let's get started creating. On this week's video, I'm going to be showing you how to formulate a more heat-resistant lip balm from the comfort of your own home. Not only will I be walking you through the step-by-step instructions on how to create this, but I'm also going to share with you my formula and any substitutions. So let me go ahead and get started. To my heat-safe beaker, I'm going to go ahead and add my first ingredient, which is cocoa butter. Now, cocoa butter has a high melting point, and when it's applied to the lips or skin, it feels very lightweight. It is not heavy, sticky, or greasy, and it's rich in essential fatty acids that can help to repair dry and chapped lips. To the cocoa butter now, I'm going to be adding some beeswax. Now, beeswax will help to repair and soothe dry, cracked lips because it contains vitamin A. It's also going to give the lip balm that nice structure that we're looking for, as well as creating a protective barrier on the lips that's going to help to lock in moisture. To give the lips a nice, smooth, and glossy appearance, I'm adding some cerebellina wax. This will also add another layer of protection to the lips, and it will help to lock in moisture as well as protect from any environmental stressors. Another wax that I'm incorporating into this formula is candelilla wax. Now, this is a vegan alternative to beeswax, and it will lock in moisture on the lips, but it will also add structural firmness to the balm. What I do like about this wax is it is very heat tolerant, meaning that it has a high melting point and is great for areas such as mine that have high temperatures. To the waxes now, I'm going to be adding some obsidian oil. This is great for use in this formula because it will help the balm to spread easily on the lips while also hydrating them. You will not feel greasiness when you use this oil on the lips, and it does really well in hot temperatures. Jojoba oil is a great carrier oil. It contains vitamin E. It's going to be deeply moisturizing for any skin, but especially the lip area, and it does well in high temperatures. So what I'm going to do now is I'm removing this from the scale, and I'm going to go ahead and add some tin foil to the top of this beaker. Then I'm going to place this on my stove in my double boiler and allow this to simmer until all the ingredients are completely melted. You can see here that all of the ingredients have melted down, so I'm going to go ahead and add some vitamin E oil. Now, vitamin E is great for skin in general, but it's really good for dry, chapped lips because it will add some much needed hydration to it. So with that being said, vitamin E will also help to extend the shelf life of the other ingredients in this formula. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this really well. You can see here that it's already started to cool down, and so I need to do this really quickly. Once I'm done with the stirring, I'm going to go ahead and pour this into my lip containers. I'm using two separate kinds today. One is your typical lip container and the other one is a tin one, and this is just my personal preference. So that's what I'm going to do, and then once everything's poured in, I'm going to allow this to completely cool and harden. Once it's completely cool, then I will go ahead and put the lids on it. The lip balm now has completely cooled down. You can see here that it is nice and firm in structure, and so now it's ready to be used. I wanted to show you real quick what this looks like on the skin. It feels nice, it has a nice glide, and it doesn't leave a greasy residue. Now, I did test to make sure that this balm did not melt in the sun, so I took it with me on the go, and it held up really well. So here's the formula that I used today to create this lip balm. This does make 25 grams of product. Before I end the video, let me share with you what I have for substitutions. Instead of cocoa butter, use Alipe butter. In place of beeswax, use sunflower wax. For candelilla wax, use rice bran wax. Carinaba wax can be used instead of cerebellina. Baobab oil can be used in place of Abyssinian oil, and then fractionated coconut oil can be used instead of jojoba oil. So thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.